It has been a while since we have brought in this particular segment, this particular short form content, this particular thing to the YouTube channel. And Juice, this is the Young Stud Spotlight, where we let superstars under the age of 29 shine. And I think it's interesting, the people that we are bringing to the table today, because I feel like it's two people that are not very recently talked about, or not people that are very heavily, I guess, discussed in the world of professional wrestling very often. And that's the beauty of the Young Stud Spotlight. I'll let you take it away with yours to start.
I think it's funny that you chose who you chose, because these are both FSW, Future Stars of Wrestling. One's a former champ, one's a current champ. Mine's the former champ. Mine just signed to a major company recently. He's managing Giselle Shaw in Impact right now. It is Jay Vidal. J-A-I. Jay Vidal is one of my favorite finishers, the power bottom bomb. And it's just a great name. Jay Vidal is charismatic, athletic, and dynamic. I think he's gonna be a great addition to Impact. It's gonna stick around and make some waves and not just be a manager, which we see for a lot of indie guys that go to Impact and they don't really make it and they kind of get cut, even though I think they got something. But this time I don't think that's gonna happen with Jay Vidal. He can go. He has some of my favorite matches in Vegas. His trilogy with Matt Vandergriff, it's worth checking out. All of them are on YouTube. Very easy to find. I recommend that. When he won his No Limits FSW title against Chris Bay, that is also a match worth checking out. And on our podcast, we learned that he didn't actually know he was going to win the title. Ray and Marcel will leak that for us. So that was cool to learn that he was the only one who was not in on it. So he was surprised when he won the title, and that's a great moment. That's awesome. So Jay Vidal is my young stud. He's only 26. Like I said, he just got signed to a major company. He's on the come up. Definitely got to watch out. And he's finally, just starting to get really national attention now.
Yeah, Jay is definitely one of those young wrestlers right now where you just see there's something special. I think you said it best. I know we've gone over a few of his matches, and definitely impressive, to say the least. And I hope nothing but the best, truly. And I think, getting scooped up by a major company is big for him, and we'll see what happens in his wrestling future because of it. Now, the person that I am bringing to the table tonight, Juice, is a studette, and she is a current FSW Women's Champion, as you mentioned. She also is the current Big Time Wrestling Women's Champion, and she also has appeared in multiple promotions such as AEW, AAA, Impact Wrestling, and many, many more. She is the Hellbent Vixen. She is Viva Van. And I got to say, I got exposed to Viva Van in a very unique way. She's a Redditor, for anybody who doesn't know that. She is very active on the Reddit community Squared Circle, which I also am relatively active in that community as well. And she always was posting her stuff, posting pictures, videos of herself. When she appeared in AEW Darks and on Impact and other places, it was well posted because obviously her account name is Viva Van or something along the lines of that. And so people knew it was her. It was almost like a hometown favorite, on the Reddit scene. So I definitely have been exposed to her. I really like her look. I like her gimmick. I think that she is a phenomenal talent, and she also was voted a California Wrestler of the Year, which I think is an interesting little thing. But she also has appeared in some Pro Wrestling Illustrated documentaries, and she's trained by Rikishi, and when you get trained by the Inouye family in general, you're gonna have some pretty good chops too, But like I said, she's been on Impact, she's been on AEW Dark. And I think it's just a matter of time before we see her get her name in a little bit more bigger spotlight and kind of see her get put into a main roster somewhere. But I really like Viva Van, and I think is a woman that you should be on the lookout for.
For sure. I mean, there's already one person that was in FSW that's also trained and related to Rikishi. I'm not saying she's related, but Solo Sikoa is and on main roster killing it on WWE right now. So maybe Viva Van, the fellow FSW and student of Rikishi, will make appearance in NXT or someday. I'd love to see that. I'm a big Viva Van fan. When I was in FSW shows, she definitely got huge pops for me all the time. I loved, and mainly just I actually never seen her lose a match that I've watched either on YouTube or the indies. I mean, AW Dark, I know she's lost matches there, but I never watched those. I never watched. I just watched her stuff on YouTube and in person. So I've never seen her take a pin. I want to keep it that way because I'm a huge Viva Van Mark. Yeah, she's awesome. She's got such a dynamic move set, really great energy, and just like I just that like aura, that just like aura of a wrestler, and like that she'll do big things. She holds like every single. I mean, you mentioned a couple titles, but she holds like more than that. She holds like all the titles, women's titles in the West Coast. She's dripped in gold. She makes Kenny, when he had like 3 titles, or FTR, look like nothing, man. She has like too many that she can't even wear them all.
Rightfully so. Great talent, like you said, and I'm very excited to see what the world has for her coming up in the overall wrestling world. And as always, we encourage you all to look these people up and let us know what you think of them on social media or in the comments below. You can also let us know on social media in the comments below any other future young stud or studettes you want to see in the spotlight. And Juice, where can the people let us know on social media?
You type capital T, capital O, capital T, capital C, underscore, capital P, lowercase o, lowercase d. And then you can go to Instagram, you type TOTC underscore POD, all lowercase.
Yes, and as we come crashing down to the mat on this Top of the Cage YouTube video, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. And please make sure you are liking, rating, and subscribing to our channel. And as always, we thank you so much, and we will catch you next time.